Hello, theme park enthusiasts, and welcome to a game that I am so excited for. I can't even hide it in my voice. I am so looking forward to this. Planet Coaster 2 has come out today, and I am looking to enjoy what we're going to have here. So we have a sandbox mode. Obviously, we will do that at a point in time. I actually already have a plan for the first sandbox park that I want to do. And it's not one that you're going to know possibly. It is a real park. I want to pay homage to a specific park. And it's one that I actually haven't been to. So it's going to be a bit unique doing it. But I really am struck by it. Can't wait to do that. But that is in the future. First, though, we are going to start with this, which is the career mode. I usually call it a story mode, but I'm assuming that this is going to be very much like what it was in the first Planet Coaster game, where they will give us different challenges that we have to complete, but those challenges are going to basically teach us how to play the game. And while I have a lot of hours in Planet Coaster 2 is bringing a lot of new things to the game. New rides, water parks, which is huge, new mechanics on design, and new pathing and such. I think there's probably even more than that, but those are just the things that I know of off the top. So let's jump into career mode. I am going to play this in real time. Now, if you've watched my series in the past, often when I'm doing my designing and stuff, I will go ahead and sort of speed up the footage so that way it's not too boring for you. But with this, I'm just going to talk as I'm playing, and we're going to see where we get to in each episode. I'm probably going to try to keep these between half an hour to an hour. This one might be a bit longer since it is the introductory episode, but we'll see overall how it all goes. As I said, I'm incredibly excited for this, and I cannot wait to enjoy this game with all of you. So with that in mind, let's jump in to Planet Coaster 2. Alright, so we have prologue here. First drop. Start your Planet Coaster 2 adventure. I am all in favor of this. Then we've got chapter 2, 3, and 4 here. I'm guessing probably more chapters will be added. I wasn't there when Planet Coaster originally came out, and I know a lot was added to the game over time, including a lot of DLCs and such. I expect the same thing to happen with this game, but you know what? We'll do these 4 chapters plus the prologue to begin the game here, and then we'll see where it goes from there. With this game, I am actually sort of thinking I'm not going to go onto the workshop that much and find TMTK, even if it becomes a big thing. I sort of want to use what's in the game and see where I can get with just the stuff in the game. So let's start with the prologue here, the first drop. Alright, so it looks like we've got 2 things here. It's a great big planet of potential parks out there, but you'll need to go through Coaster's Coast induction first. Please keep your arms and legs inside the coaster and onboarding at all times, and strap in for lessons in park management. Alright, so we've got that, and then we also have this one. So it looks like we're going to have 2 different ones here. We will have a water park, but let's go ahead and start with the one that we're more familiar with, the coaster one. So let's see how this goes.
Why, hello there! I'm glad you could make it. I'm Oswald B. Thompson, the CEO of Coaster Coast.
Oh, Oswald, I didn't realize we had a guest. I'm terribly sorry. It didn't come up on my schedule.
Not to worry, Eugene. This is the person I was telling you about. You're looking at the successor of Coaster Coast. Well, providing everything goes smoothly, of course. I can't just hand them the keys to the kingdom now, can I, eh?
Goodness, I do apologize. I've just checked my roster, and there you are, right between King Coaster and Queen Splash. Not quite sure how I managed to royally mess that up, but never mind. You're accounted for now.
Marvelous! Well, with that sorted, I think it's about time Eugene, our brilliant ride engineer, and I showed you the ropes. Consider this your official induction.
Alright, so we already saw a new coaster there. We have a tilt coaster, which I'm excited for. Got to experience one of those on my honeymoon. I did not realize that there was one in Universal Studios, but the Gringotts coaster does have a tilt element to it. So that was exciting there to experience in person, and I'm excited for what's in the game. Alright, so we already read this here, so let's go ahead and go forward.
Before we get started, we have a checklist of objectives from HR that we need to go through. I know. But it's been company policy ever since one of our interns didn't know how to move around. We left them to it, only to find them in the same spot 3 days later. Oh, that won't be you, though. Let's try moving the camera around the park now.
Alright. So it's wanting me to move that way, to zoom in and out, and to rotate.
Now, I've got something that I think you'll enjoy. It's time to build your first ride. I'll hand you over to Eugene. He won Ride Engineer of the Year in 2016, so you're in good hands.
I took the liberty of getting a ride ready for you to build. All you need to do is find a place to put it.
A little bit sad about that. We're doing the teacups ride. I was really hoping for one of my new rides that I had. So let's look at this stuff here real fast. Alright, we don't have anything in there. We're in flat rides. Create custom. Alright. Oh, I guess so this would be sort of the blueprint rides, and then we can create custom. I see. I'm definitely happy about that. Doesn't show us a lot of options. I am curious. I was wondering if I'm going to be able to make my logos for games now on this like I used to on the other game. And we will get to that. Let's go ahead and pause real fast. I don't want to be wasting the whole day here, but I wanted to look at some of this theming. Look at this stuff. I love this sort of Greek theming they've got going on here. We've got this beautiful Gorgon set up here. The people have been turned to stone. That's awesome. And then up here, we have the Gorgon herself. I mean, for anybody who knows my channel, I don't like snakes, so this is a little bit on the creepy side to me. But I will say that's really cool. And then look at the area. That is gorgeous. What else do we have? Do we have anything else? I just can't help it. I'm excited. It's like a whole new experience here. Alright, so this is evidently where people come in. Oh, we've got like a bus drop-off area here. Are there going to actually be drop-offs now and such? Or is that just sort of design like we do in... I mean, did they just make some fake buses like we often do in our parks in Planet Coaster just to simulate that there's people or vehicles coming in and out? I don't know. I'm so curious. And then what do we have over here? Looks sort of like maybe the offices area? Oh, we're familiar with this ride. That's definitely sort of standard for Planet Coaster here. So that's cool. Is that a light? Might be a light. I can't help it. I'm geeking out over all this stuff. Oh, we got a Ferris wheel here. Looks sort of like the traditional Ferris wheel. I like it though. Do I have night mode still? Alright, so we can have fixed sun. I just want to see the lighting package they put on this stuff. Oh, wow. That is so neat. And those are nice lights there. That is a unique fountain setup. And it is a fountain. Uses spray jets the same way as we've done before. So that's nothing new to us. Very familiar. Alright, so there's all this space up here. I'm wondering if we're going to get to put a ride up there at a point in time, too. Alright, it headed at like 11, I think. So let's put it back to that. Alright, time to do what they asked us to do. Let's go ahead and set up this ride. Alright. Create custom. So we only have the one. That's fine. We'll go ahead and build this ride. Now I want to spin it around here because I want the exit to be fairly close. Let's go ahead and build it like... I do want it sort of centered though. I like the centering of it.
Splendid! Our guests will need a way to access the ride, so let's add an entrance gate. And with every entrance, we need... That's right, and you will need to connect a queue path to the ride entrance. Without one, guests will not be able to access the ride.
Alright, so where did this come from? I mean, I know he just popped it up for me, but I wish that I had sort of had the ability to here. Line style, curve, terrain style, automatic, connection square.
We obviously won't need queues for guests leaving the ride. Could you imagine? So you'll need to make sure you're connecting a standard park path to the exit gate.
Yeah, we'll get to the exit here in a few moments. Don't like the color of that. Would like more options on... Oh, here we go. Alright. Let's redo that. There we go. I feel like this fits more the theming of this park. There we go. Alright. Oh, we can change the railings on it. I love that. Alright, I'm okay with that. We can also put other things on it. That's great. Alright, so we need a normal path now. Gonna have to learn all these things over time. No, not a fan of that. Oh, alright, I could do that. Alright, so let's go ahead and do this. And then I want something that's going to sort of match what we got going on here. Perfect. Alright. Alright, so we've connected the ride exit.
And that's it. That's all the steps for building a ride. If you do need a handy little way to remember those steps, I used to remember it as BEEP. Building, entrance, exit, path. Oh, and don't forget to open the ride. Actually...
It's also worth noting that our guests will have to pay for tickets to enjoy the rides in our parks. We control how much we charge, though. So let's encourage guests to ride our latest attraction by setting the ticket price to bargain for now.
Oh, I like that. Well, that's
You can always increase the price later. As I like to say, when you achieve popularity, charge premium for prosperity. But one step at a time, eh? For now, a very well done. and a shiny medal earned. That's your first ride built, and I'm sure it'll be the first of many.
Hey, we got a medal here. Perfect. Bronze objectives completed. Most popular attraction is the Gorgon Guest in Park, 657. Understandable.
The addition of a new ride will have given a slight boost to our park rating.
Alright. Before we get there, I want to see... For one, I want to pause. Oh, I don't have anything to edit it with right now. Or do I? No, it doesn't look like I do. Yeah, nothing to edit with right now. Unfortunate. That is a feature in this game I'm really looking forward to. Color scheme wise, does seem to match our ride over here, so I guess that's okay. Let's go here as they want us to. Park rating 2.5, attraction prestige 2.7, scenery rating 2.6. For the Gorgon was quite quick. All this litter makes me uncomfortable. I want to go on the big wheel. Alright, so we need to do some things there. Park
Multiple
rating.
different factors contribute to this rating. So, you'll want to pay attention to the park rating overview. The better the rating, the more guests will visit.
While driving the guest count up is good, we need to make sure the guests also remain happy while they're visiting. As you can see, we've just received a report that not all of the guests are enjoying themselves. It seems some are rather thirsty. To avoid this in the future, it's handy to keep checking on the Guest Needs tab. If things start dropping too low, you should step in and solve the issue before guests decide to leave.
Let's start by quenching any thirst amongst our guests with a new drink shop.
Alright, easy enough. Can't create custom. We're gonna have to go with one that they have. Alright, let's go back in here. I see. So once you've gone create custom, then you have to click back to get the specific ones. Alright, so we've got a Latte Love, a Planet Coaster Gulpy, Pip Shot Juice, or a Coaster Soda Lightful. I'm going to go with a soda stand. I love my soda myself, so let's go ahead and build this a little bit back because we want people to be able to press the wrong button there a little bit. I just wish I could design it some because it really sort of ruins the image of the area. Alright, here's our path, so that's good to have found now. Are we still on the path that we like? Yep, we are. Perfect. Alright. See what our price is here. Doesn't look like we have. Alright, we set it to bargain. I like this bargain feature kind of thing. Makes it so much easier overall. So we could add extras. Alright. I'm really loving the way this works.
Brilliant! Now, the guests will need somewhere to relieve themselves after all that intake. Why not build a toilet nearby? We wouldn't want our guests walking around with crossed legs now, would we? That isn't good for anyone's posture.
Alright, well, let's go ahead and leave this one and we will build a toilet. I hate that it's ruining the environment here some. Want to sort of angle it into this corner as much as I can. I had sort of hoped that they might just give us boxes to work with a bit more. We already got that. Alright. Need another path here. There we go. There we go.
Speaking of walking, guests will get tired pretty quickly and their energy will drop if they don't have a place to sit. We should make sure there are plenty of benches available.
Aquatic bench,
Think
aquatic
of them
bench,
as
mythology
Plankonian
bench.
charging stations.
Ooh.
They're even wireless.
I'm gonna go with the mythology benches because this is a mythology type of place, so I like it. What else do we have though before we do that? Planet coaster bench, resort bench, Viking bench, and Viking bench. Nice. I also am going to need oh, I don't have trash cans yet. I need a trash can to put right there. Alright. That is sort of a nice one. You know what? I actually like these better for it. Ooh, they do put them on the path, which I always like putting them off the path, but alright, we'll put one there. Let's go ahead and put one over here. And if we're only putting one more, let's put it near the entrance to the Gorgon ride. Where is this entrance? Alright, all the way over here. Let's put one on just this area here.
Amazing work! The guests will be a lot happier now. However, it does come at a price. More food and drink in the park also means more waste.
Yes, I need trash cans.
Exactly. So it's important we have enough bins for people to properly dispose of their waste.
I'm just looking at all the scenery as we're going along here. Oh, that might be the exit to the ride. Alright, so I'm definitely glad that I put that bench over there then. You know what? I want to put a couple more benches down. I want to take care of my guests some. Yeah, let's go ahead and put one there too in the shade of that tree. One there maybe. I like to have benches. I think it's important for the guests. What do we got over here? Not sure what this area is. Huh. Alright. Anyways, we're supposed to be doing trash cans. So let's see what we got here. It's not telling me these. Oh, aquatic bin, mythology bin 1, mythology bin 2, planet coaster bin, resort bin, Viking bin, and Viking bin. Alright. Let's see here. Oh, we have... Alright, we've already got some trash cans down. It looks like they just went with the basics here. Sort of like that one. Ooh, but that's a nice one too. Might do a bit of a mix and match here. Alright, let's go over here. We definitely need one in this area. Let's do it right there. Then we'll do another one near the entrance. Say right there. Then we'll do one by the exit. There's just so much space used in this park, but that's alright.
Fantastic! That'll keep the park looking cleaner. We shouldn't stop there though. Let's make the park look even better by adding some scenery around the ride you built. That way, guests can enjoy the view while they queue.
Alright, I'm all about that. Let's go to scenery. Blueprints. Ooh. Ooh, I do like that quite a bit. Oh, some of this stuff is just wonderful. I know I'm supposed to be placing it, but I'm just wanting to look at it all first. Alright, definitely want this back in here. I think this will just add some nice scenery to the area. So that can go there, definitely. We don't need that one. That's already in the park somewhere. But it's really that one that's in the park somewhere. I like this one. Let's put this... Make sure it's not floating or anything. No, it was not, so there we go. That's perfect.
I think that's everything checked off the scenery list. Well done!
I like it. Hey, we got the silver.
Wow, the park is looking great. I can see why Oswald picked you. You're a natural. Now, if we're to keep adding more rides or facilities, they need to be connected to the power grid.
So now we have
Select
power
the
as a
existing
thing.
generator to view its info panel and see how much electricity it's producing.
Okay, that's an interesting addition. Power is
As
not
you can
something I
see,
thought about.
The generator is powering a network that covers the area filled with rides and facilities. Let's expand that network to cover an open area of the park. To do that, place and connect the additional power facility to the grid.
Alright. I'm guessing this is what I need to do.
Nicely done. It's all running very smoothly indeed. But to keep the generators maintained and working, you must hire mechanics. Without them, the generators will start gaining a condition penalty, which will decrease the power output. Oh, it seems we don't actually have any mechanics hired. Well, that won't do. Let's hire a few straight away. It may seem excessive, but they're essential when it comes to the maintenance of rides and facilities.
No, I agree. I'm all for having the mechanics. Alright, so let's see. We got janitors, which are going to be females this time. We got vendors. Lifeguards, that's a new one. Ride attendants. So now we have to put the ride attendants separately. That's sort of interesting. Then we got Chief Beef, Gulpy Rex, Cosmic Cow, Queen Splash, King Coaster, Crescendo Melodus, Sawaro Guitaro. Sawaro Guitaro. So he's Saguaro Cactus. The Viking, Bodhi, Bodhi? Probably Bodhi. And Sandy Reef. I mean, Bodhi's going to be my favorite. I love sharks. But the Viking's also pretty cool here. I like that. Alright. So we need to hire 2 mechanics. Let's place one on this side of the park. And then we're going to place the other one over on the other side of the park. Because that way we've got them taken care of.
Uh-oh. I must have jinxed it. We've had a ride break down. Good job we have those mechanics to go and nurse it back to health. An available mechanic will automatically be assigned to fix a broken ride. However, if one is not available, you will have to select the Call Mechanic button to reassign somebody to the job. Be careful, though, as reassigning a staff member might mean you no longer have coverage elsewhere.
Hiring staff is just the beginning, though. You also need to pay attention to staff morale. If it gets too low, staff will start to quit their jobs. Breaks are absolutely essential when it comes to keeping staff morale up. And just like guests, our staff need a place to re-energize. To make all of their tired little dreams come true, you should place a staff building. Admittedly, they're not the most glamorous of buildings. So, I'd advise you to place your staff building away from the guest areas, wherever possible. After all, we don't want to bring down that scenery rating that you worked so hard to build up.
Alright, that is interesting that we have to do it that way. Alright, so we've got the ride broken down. Can I grab... Oh wow, so we have like little setups here. I'm wondering if we're going to add in rides in these places. Can I grab the mechanic from over here that I just put down? Yes, I can. Alright, so we'll put him right over there. That's fine. And now we'll go to the facilities. Well, the staff building seems smaller than it used to be. That's a good thing, I'd say.
Great! Now the park staff have somewhere to go on their breaks and enjoy some peace and quiet. We just need to ensure our inquisitive guests don't go waltzing on in there for the free coffee, claiming to be lost. The best way to avoid this is by connecting an exclusive staff-only path to the building.
Oh!
Guests won't dare step foot on those tiles.
I love it. That was not something we had before. Alright, so staff path has to be specific here. But I still don't hate that. I can hide it a little bit, maybe. I want to say that...
We'll need to build a mechanic workshop. Here, mechanics will generate research points that are used to unlock new items for your park.
Okay, that's cool too. Yeah. Let's go with that. How much money do... Oh, I have like... I probably had 100,000 to start with. Alright, we need a path to connect that. But yeah, I love the staff path situation here. I want to say that was something they did in another Frontier game in the Jurassic Park or Jurassic World games. I think that is a great thing because, yeah, it makes it easier. You don't have the guests going somewhere they shouldn't be. Alright, so I have to open this. Yep, had to open it.
Let's leave the mechanic to it for now. We'll revisit this soon.
Oh, what an exquisite sight. I think I need a moment.
Oh, get some every time.
Alright.
Ah, just in time. Our mechanic has earned enough research points to unlock something exciting. Let's take a look at the research tree and aim to unlock the coaster pack. It'll bring a tear to Eugene's eye.
Alright. So our guy is over here about to fix this, I think. Want to watch that real fast, see how it works in this game. That is cool. I feel like it has more detail to it than it did in the past. Alright, so I'm just going to let the park actually stay open. I shouldn't have closed it before, I realize now. Do I have a person already in the shop? Yes, I do. People are getting their drinks. You can actually tell the difference in their drinks. That's awesome. Really love that. Do I have a person over here? No, I do not. Alright, so I probably do need to hire a staff member.
Whoa!
Oh, I want to open that. Don't know if I needed him or not. But that ride's now open. Alright, so we already had a staff member for that. That's my bad. Let's return to the browser. Let's go to our staff. Oh, we actually have like a schedule and stuff here. Wow, that's... Alright, so we'll just... We have one extra staff. Trying to figure out... Yeah, I know I need to go there. Staff. Janitors, mechanics, ride attendants. Alright, this is the guy we don't need. Actually, we got two of them we don't need. But I wonder if because they take breaks, it might be that we need more. So you know what? I'll leave them for now. I don't think it's going to hurt me too bad. Let's go here. Research. Chain lift coasters. Alright, so we need 7,200 research points for that.
Oh my! Oswald, is that the one I was designing?
The very same, lad. I was just about to make a start on it. But I tell you what, why don't you walk our new friend through it?
It would be my pleasure. Now, this is just a little something I made earlier. First things first, you'll need to select the blueprint.
Yeah. I'm just sort of curious about this thing sort of being over here. Are there ones at the other rides too and such? Yes, there are. Alright, so they sort of hid them. Oh, alright. I hadn't even seen that before. That's sort of cool. I like it. So you have to sort of theme around them. I appreciate that. Alright, we have this coaster.
Good. And place the coaster down wherever there is enough space.
I mean, I don't feel like it fits the theme of our park. Hey, we have 1,000 guests in our park at the same time. Looks like we're actually going to have the entrance and exit routes pretty good here. So, I'm going to go ahead and... Oh. Yeah, that was not what I was wanting exactly. I mean, this is what I'm wanting, but I was wanting it to be a little bit different than this. I guess this will work, though. Alright, let's put it here.
Perfect. One important note here is that, unlike flat rides, coasters need to pass a safety test before they can be opened.
Yeah.
Now's as good a time as any. Would you like a countdown?
No.
5.
No, we're not going to do that right
4.
now.
Oh,
We're going to do...
You just want to get on with it. Oh, okay, not a problem.
Alright. Alright, let's do this test
While
first.
we wait for the test to finish, let's take the opportunity to add some scenery around the coaster.
Now, let's go on the ride of it. My first coaster ride in the new game. I'm excited for it. Look at the netting you have now too, so it actually is very realistic. Because you would have netting like that so that people don't have their shoes fall off or stuff like that. Nice little inversion. Alright. Exit that. He wants scenery. Yeah, we can give scenery here. You know what? I wonder. Let's go back here. Let's go to path. Yeah, I don't like his Minder name for the coaster. We're taking a different theming route. We used that one before. Whoa. That's sort of cool. But while cool, I'm thinking of going with something a little bit smaller, maybe. That way we can hide that generator inside the building.
Oh, and remember to open the ride like you did earlier on.
Oh, that is a beauty! Terrific work, you two. This is a coaster that truly deserves a place in the spotlight. So, how about we put together an advertisement to mark the occasion? Head to the advertising tab in the park management menu and let's show the world what the park has to offer. There aren't different audiences to cater for, however, so it's worth considering which advertisement will bring the most guests to your park.
Trying to figure out which texture they used here. Oh, that's a nice feature. I do love that. Perfect. All right. So it does have a little bit of a clunkiness to it. Not exactly what I would want, but it's decent. Let's go back to exit out of that. Now we need to attach the queue line. Copy existing. Alright, so that ride should be open. Is my teacups working? Oh yeah, teacups is definitely working. People are having a lot of fun on it. And there are a whole bunch of people in the park now. Wow, look at all these people. Now, I'm guessing people are going to start coming over to New ride here. It's a floorless coaster. Nice to see. Heading to Minder. Alright, so we've got our new guy is actually heading over here that we hired. He's going to go work this coaster. You know what? While we're waiting on it, though, really want to change this up a little bit. Let's go at least with a black for that. Or maybe, you know what? No. Cancel. Alright, can't get that. Yeah, you know what? Black would work for it. Alright, let's go with black. Or like a gray. There, so it matches that. And then we'll confirm that. We'll go with this being sort of a gold, maybe. Yeah, that works pretty good. And then we'll go with this being a white. Actually, this will be a gold as well. And then this will be a white. Just so it fits in more with the theme. And I want to delete his name for it. And then we're also going to change it from the Minder to Mount Olympus. There we go. Gotta make it my own, you know? Where is this guy coming from anyways?
Uh-huh.
Let's get him over here so that way hopefully... Did that screw up who's going to be in charge of this coaster? Yep, it did. Alright, so now he's... Really, the controls overall are pretty straightforward. They're easy enough to understand. So now we're supposed to run an advertising campaign for coaster lovers. Alright, guess... Advertising... Coaster lovers. Create advertisement. Alright, so we did that.
While we wait for our campaign to start bringing in more guests, why don't you try out the ride camera and experience all the exhilaration the coaster will have to offer firsthand?
I agree. Alright, so let's go on this one in the ride camera here. This drop should be really awesome with this. Oh, it looks like a ride's broken down, but we'll deal with that at a different point. Now, can I exit this? No, I cannot. Sort of annoying. I'd like that off of my screen. Yeah, I would definitely like that off my screen.
How was that? Enough for the time being?
No.
Thank you again for all your hard work. Coaster Coast is going to be in the best of hands, I can tell.
Oswald, you're not...
I'm not going anywhere just yet, Eugene. Don't panic. We're just getting started.
That's crazy.
Dipping our toes in the... Actually, hold that thought. I've got just the job lined up for you. I'll send you the details. See you soon.
Alright, so we completed all the challenges here. Wish there were... Oh, hide panels. Perfect. Alright, so now we can see the Gorgon work in all its glory here. Alright, I'm learning. Really enjoying this. Oh, I really like that. Let's see how my other ride is doing here. My Mount Olympus that I put in. Do we have some people coming over to it finally? Looks like we do. Heading to Mount Olympus. Perfect. I mean, the Gorgon's definitely more popular, and it's a cooler design overall, so I can't blame it. It's got theming and everything here. But really, the line is not that long for it. Oh, a lot of people are coming over to Mount Olympus, it looks like. We're going to have a bunch of people over there soon enough. How is our drink stand and stuff doing here? Whoops. Oh, we don't have a vendor there. Alright, we need some staff here. Let's go ahead and get a vendor. There we go. There's our janitor. Oh. So I need to change. Let's. Alright, we need to hire a few more mechanics. Alright, so we've got somebody coming over for it. Can see them making the drinks and stuff there. I love that there are different drinks now too. That's awesome. Alright. So we have a whole bunch of people coming up this way, and a decent amount of them are definitely getting into line for Mount Olympus. Can I do any more here? Ooh, it looks like I might be able to now. Ah, not there. Oh wow, so these are all teacup themes. That is in no way a teacup theme. That is a teacup theme, wow. Alright, so that's, oh wow, look at the detail on that. Alright, we will get into all that at a point. So we've got the buoyancy. I don't know what that ride does. I'm going to have to see it at a point. We've got a Chairplane, Grand Carousel, the Helter Skelter. I am very excited that they've added this to the game. If you remember one of my earlier parks, I put in a TMTK version of this ride, and now we actually have one that works. So excited for that. The Hyperspin or Tilt-A-Whirl, the Iron Claw, the Monte Leon, Teacups, and the Cube, along with the Upswing. Alright, so those are all the flat rides we have there. We've got a log flume. We can go create custom. So we have an antique powered car, rotating ride. Ooh, sort of a monorail type thing. Looks very cool. And a wide log flume. So those are what we got so far there. Alright, those get into the water park. We'll look at those when we get to the water park. So we've got a floorless, a mine train, wow, alright, we've had that one before. A water coaster, standard Woody, side friction, and a wild mouse. Alright, so those are what we have so far. I'm just wanting a bunch of people to get in here. I probably shouldn't have had everybody coming through the exact same location here. That's sort of my bad. But you know what? It'll work out okay. Alright, I have enough people to fill the next train probably. Alright, we're gonna go with the next train here. Alright. This is not good. Our mechanics are really not doing that good of a job over here, it seems. We need some more mechanics. Make sure everything's getting taken care of, because that's just not okay to have all this stuff breaking on us. Hopefully I'll be able to adjust that in the future. Alright. So we'll get on this one once it gets ready to go again. So it's a floorless coaster here. I love the little roll out of the station here. I think that's a great thing. And after this ride, then we'll go ahead and end this episode. I think this color scheme actually works really well for the ride. Pleased I went with it. Nice. Are we needing somebody else to work here? There we go. Alright, we got her set up. That is something we're going to have to work on, because there is some serious issues with the maintenance and the staff. We need more staff, evidently, than we've got right now. Alright, so that's taken care of. I did want to check out one more thing before we end the episode. Now, I was sort of seeing that you could sort of just place trees and stuff fairly easily, I thought, from what I was seeing in the videos for the game. So let's see here. What is this? An elm tree. All right. Alright, so that seems about the same as it was in the last game. I guess it's not too much of a difference. Whoops. But yeah, so overall, I really am loving this game. I think it's got some great things. There's definitely some management things to it that make it a bit more challenging. But again, in the sandbox mode, that won't be an issue at all. We can probably turn all those things to how we want it to be. The adjustments to the game are amazing. So I'm going to go ahead and end this video here, and we'll watch as this coaster lines itself up for the drop as we sort of sign off. If you enjoyed this video, please go ahead and click that like button. And if you've not already, please subscribe to the channel, click the bell icon so that you're aware when I produce new videos in the future. Thank you, and I hope to see you all back for more Planet Coaster 2.